I see this in the coaching space and it drives me crazy. Okay. People talk about, I'm going to activate your quantum codes. We're going to download your quantum codes. I'm going to deliver the activations to you. Okay. I can't stand the fluff that's in all of that. Here's the reality. We all have encodements within us. We are all undergoing activations. The entire planet is undergoing an energetic elevation, transformation, increase in frequency. Describe it, call it whatever you like. I'm not here to tell you what label you're meant to put on it, but we're all being activated. And we are either in a position that we can take that shift and change and make something of it, or we aren't there yet. We will be able to embody and to shift to the degree that we are mentally and emotionally able to handle it. And this is where the quantum leaping comes into play. So when we're on this journey, when we're on this growth of wanting to experience a quantum leap, we're only going to be able to move as fast as our mental and emotional can calibrate to that. This is one of the reasons why I do the Aligned Identity Workshop. If you have not signed up for the Aligned Identity Workshop, it's going to be in April. It's a 4-day workshop. There will be limited access to the replays for several days. So if you can't make it live, you can catch the replays. But this is why I do the Aligned Identity Workshop. Now, I don't advertise it. I don't market it as a quantum leap workshop or a quantum identity workshop, because we can only move forward as quickly as we're ready to move forward. The core of a quantum leap comes down to identity. You have to know where it is that you want to go. You have to know what that point B is. You got to know what it, you don't have to be, some people are very specific manifestors, other people not so specific, but you have to know what you want. Because if you don't know where you're going and you don't know what you want, where are you quantum leaping to? Where are you going to quantum leap to if you don't know what you want? So this is the first thing. You have to get clear on what it is that you want. And then you sit back and you ask yourself, okay, if I already had this, who am I? This kind of comes down to values. Who am I? Am I a joyful person? Am I a person who lives in service to others? Am I a disciplined person? Am I consistent? Am I someone who tithes, gives to charity? Who are you? What is your identity? And once you have that identity and you begin to unravel other areas, which I go over in the workshop, we dig into beliefs, values, habits, actions, all these things. Once you know where you're going, you have an end point. Then you can take stock of where you are. You take stock of where you are and you begin to do the work. You begin to release the things that are not serving you. You release the things that are not going to allow you to get to that point B. You work through the mental, you work through the emotional, because just pushing things aside does not work. When we push things aside, we repress emotions, and those emotions are active in our subconscious. They influence our decisions, they influence our perceptions. And as long as those things, if we haven't properly released those things, and their influences our choicing. So if we have not properly addressed those things, and we allow those repressed emotions to influence our choices, our decisions, even if we're not consciously aware of it, it is actually going to slow us down. So when it comes to embodying that future identity, it's not a fake it till you make it. Yes, we connect with that feeling, we connect with that vibration, we begin being the person who has what it is that we desire, But at the same time, we're releasing, we're letting go, we're deprogramming and reprogramming, we're rewiring, we're changing our thermostat, we're literally adjusting the set point. And when we are clear on what we want, and we begin to take that consistent action in our personal life, in our business, in our profession, career, whatever it is, when we begin to take that consistent action and we're letting go of the things that don't serve us, we're putting down these bags that we're carrying, the quantum leap happens. Feels like it happens overnight. And what it is, we have just been in it, up leveling, doing the things, right? We're being the person who does the things that get us there. We're not caught in the doing, we're caught in the being. But when we're in being, we also have to take action. I need to do an episode on that for all of you, because when we're entrepreneurs, it's so easy to get caught up in the action and the doing. We forget to be. And that ends up moving our beliefs. It can move some of our choices out of alignment, which then throws off our quantum leap. So if you want to dive into this concept of crafting an identity that will allow you to quantum leap, I want you to join me for the Aligned Identity Workshop. We'll have the link to sign up in the show notes of this episode, and I will take you step by step through not just creating the identity of where you want to go, but where we commonly get hung up between where we are now. And we don't even realize we're getting hung up. That's going to keep us from getting to that point B. It's going to keep us from that quantum leap until we learn the lesson and we figure it out. So I would love to see you there. That will be April 10th through the 13th, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if you sign up and your time is limited, I know that you're busy and you're wanting to know which session would be most beneficial for you to attend live, there will be a link in your confirmation email where you can book a 15-minute call. You can tell me what you're dealing with, and I will tell you which one of those sessions is most important for you to be on live. So if you have questions, you can ask those questions. I look forward to seeing you there, and I will catch you next week.